aboard. Kodi whispers through the air when Plex is mentioned. Drink if you dare, protect your neck, there's danger everywhere. Streaming matters, catch the wave. Every Friday we're here to save. Cut the cords and free your mind. The best of times you'll surely find. Got your apps and gadgets too. The butcher slicing tech for you. Odyssee's voice, a guiding light. The streaming matters on Friday night. So gather round, grab your techie snack. Unwind, let loose and don't hold back. Join the wave and ride the flow. Streaming matters, it's your favorite show. Every click and every scroll. Tech unleashed, control your soul. Cord cutters with a rebel flair. Streaming matters spread everywhere. Streaming matters, catch the wave. Every Friday we're here to save. Cut the cords and free your mind. The best of times you'll surely find. Gadgets too, the butcher slicing tech for you. Odyssee's voice, a guiding line. The streaming matters on Friday night. Streaming matters, catch the wave. Every Friday we're here to save. Cut the cords and free your mind. The best of times.
All right. Hey. Oh man, how's everybody doing here? How's the panel doing?
We're alive.
I'm sick of packing bullshit.
Oh man.
Well, I'm just waxing up my snow shovel, just in case.
There's no just in case for you on this because you're going to be shoveling snow tomorrow and Sunday. So there is no just in case because I'm looking at it right now. It's coming your way, Eddie.
It's coming.
Yo, it's on its way. It's on its way. We're for us, it's looking like a foot. That's what they think.
Yeah.
6 inches to a foot. So, well, winter ain't over here yet. I saw my grass last week. I was like, yes.
Yeah, me too.
Spring is coming. And spring is coming.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
were people looking at you like, oh, this crazy American, thinking that, that it's all over?
Yeah, well, yeah, they all like, don't be taking your snow tires off.
No.
No,
you'd be surprised how many people have already done it.
Wow.
It seemed nice. It was looking nice. We had some actually it was like in the 40s and 50s. It was 50s a couple weeks ago. In the backyard, mostly was thawed, but not no more.
Well, welcome to episode 1 of Old Fucks Talking About the Weather.
and all their pains that they're working on. My pains. Look at Nook. She took her snow tires off Thursday. Well, you're down south. You're fine. She's
fine.
She's down. She'll have a little bit of a bump.
A little bump.
She's farther down south. So yeah, she's gonna be okay. Other than the ice storm that's coming. Whatever. Well, we don't always just talk about this, folks. So thanks for you guys joining us. It's Streaming Matters. We'll talk about a lot of tech items. We'll talk about some streaming stuff. We'll talk about ways for you to save money. We're going to talk about some changes that may be happening to some of the services that you're using or things you might need to be aware of. On this show, I tell people all the time, you know, you may be the techiest person that you know, and your family may need and your friends may need you to be paying attention to what's going on, because most people don't pay attention to what's happening on the tech side of things. And sometimes that can cost them money, or it can cost them to be in a bad situation. Someone needs to protect their neck. As Big Almond will tell you, you got to protect yourself. So hopefully you gain something from the show that you can, when you're talking to your friends and family, if they need some help with that, you can give some information, you know. Oh, look at Umbrella over in the side chat. So
what's up?
Well, I'll dispute that. Okay, my advice to anybody: don't tell your friends or family shit. Your life will be a lot easier because they won't be bugging you. My shit's broke. This isn't working. Well, that game. What channel is that game on tonight? You know, trust me. If I had a freaking time machine, I would have gone back and never told a soul about Kodi or Plex or any of that crap. My life would be so much easier. So
true story.
Very
true story. Yeah, all of us. How many of us get calls like when the big game is getting ready to start, and all of a sudden you start getting calls? It's not game. Where are we going to find it? Yeah, we Beach, you're 100% correct, and yeah, I don't mind helping people. I like helping people, and we all do. All of us do it. But yes, it can be frustrating, especially when we get those people that are very techie dumb.
non-techie.
I was trying to be like that have no idea. And when you're walking them through it, and then you're trying to walk them through the phone, and you'd have been, they could live 15 miles away, and you could help them quicker if you just drove to their house and fixed it and go back home.
Okay, I'm calling them TR, technically retarded.
TR, and it as our age, we're allowed to say that because we all grew up where we could say that word. We could say that word and nobody got your feelings hurt. So we're of an age where things like that was said, and it was I think of so many games that we played that were you couldn't use those words anymore. Remember the one where you would chase the one person that had the football? you know what I'm saying? One where you chase you can't say that no more. But we used to do it. It was like nobody thought, but that's old folks for us. So that's going to be the first hour of our show. Second hour, we will talk about a movie that we watched. What was our movie? Electric State. We watched Electric State, and so we watched that yesterday, and hopefully you guys have watched it. We will do our review of that particular movie to give you an idea. Hey, did it get a pass or a play? I'm going to mention
go vote. If you didn't vote yet, go vote.
Good part in Telegram. I will go ahead and mention, we talked about this last week, Umbrella. We talked about this on last week's show, and basically it took up probably 3/4 of the show. Because all of us are Plex users, all of us are Plex Pass people. And the changes that they're making, number one, on the cost, the cost in a lifetime subscription is going to more than double. So it's going to go from $119 to $250 or $259 for a lifetime. I think it was $79 a year or $7.99 a month.
$6.99 a month, and was it
something like that?
$69 or something like
could
that?
Be. It could be something like that. It was so it's going to be a monthly fee. It could be a monthly cost
or yearly
or the lifetime. One of the keys, and I've seen people again posting on this. The key to this is if the server that you're connected to has Plex Pass, and it doesn't matter if you have Plex Pass or not, you're still going to be able to connect to them. Now, there will be some features that you don't have because you don't have Plex Pass, but you don't have them already. So the main thing is if the server you're connecting to has Plex Pass, you should be fine. You're going to connect to them just like you did in the past, no problem. If the server you connect to does not have Plex Pass and you don't have Plex Pass, that's going to be a problem. You're not going to be able to connect to them. You're going to have to either get Plex Pass or to get the lower priced one, which was, what was it, Plex Remote or something like that, which was a lower cost product. if you have Plex Pass and you connect to a server that doesn't have Plex Pass, no problem. You're going to connect just like you did before without a problem. So either the server or the end user has to have Plex Pass, one or the other. So for most users, if they don't have Plex Pass, they'll probably be fine, because I think most people running a server are probably running Plex Pass. Everybody I know, something like that. So, so that's a big thing, and I've seen lots of talk on it. Lots of people, I don't want to say fire sale kind of warnings, but it's going to change, and that's fine. They haven't raised the price in 10 years. To be fair, it's a big jump, but I can understand them making this change to their pricing structure. So we'll see. Yeah, Umbrella says he needs a sponsor. I guess he needs a sponsor so he can get himself a Plex Pass. But hey, Umbrella, hopefully somebody gets you on there before what's it, April 28th, AUBYN?
Yeah, I think so.
April, something like April 28th.
May?
No, it was April.
It was April. It was April.
It was like 1 month. So yeah, somebody needs to, if they're going to support you, give you a sponsorship for Plex Pass, their ass needs to get you sorted out quick. All right, so even if I don't get what Russell's saying here. Even if you did not upgrade your server or app.
Oh no! It's once you already bought your Plex Pass, you're in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you've done lifetime, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you did lifetime, you're fine.
So that's a big thing going. Well, hey, we'll go ahead and get started. We got a few topics today, and then we're going to open up the floor. And I just want you guys to be thinking. We're going to talk about what are some of the apps that you really can't live without. Some of the apps that make your streaming better, to makes your life a little bit better on the computer or on your streaming device. So just while we're going through some of the topics and we get to that, that's going to be near the end. So that gives you guys some time to think about what are some of the apps that you run on your Android device, or that you're like, hey, I need to have that. Redneck. Yes. I wasn't going to mention that one, but yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer for people like me. And so let's go ahead and get cranking on here. All right, so we'll start with our favorite topic. So there was some updates and some changes made to CoCoScrapers. There was an update. Now I'm not sure if anybody had noticed that, but CoCoScrapers updated this week, and it was a welcome change because what was it, 3 months ago, Coco Joe, who was the developer that was updating CoCoScrapers, quit. So there was nobody updating the CoCoScrapers, and that put those scrapers need to be updated. So with that gone, with that person not updating it no more, we had a lot of the scrapers had dead links or dead locations or dead URLs that it was searching in places that those websites are no longer working, or the web URLs changed. So this week, somebody new, I don't know who it is, somebody new jumped in and took over on the scraper module and updated it. So that was a very helpful. Yeah, again, that's about this community. We've seen it for decades. People freak out when somebody leaves the community or something changes or somebody quits. But the thing is over the years and the decades, when somebody leaves, and even if that person is really needed and that person's so knowledgeable and they do a great job, somehow somebody fills that void. And not to mean that the person that's gone isn't missed, but the band plays on, and we have to hope that somebody steps up. And that is the great thing about this community, is that somebody steps up, and that's somebody stepped up into that role. So the CoCoScrapers have been updated, which is going to be good for a lot of add-ons that may use that module. And there was a lot of changes. I'm not going to go through it because some people, they'll be glazed over. So the main thing is they've been fixed a little. They're going to work a little bit quicker. There's some code that's been added to it to make them to resolve, or not resolve, but to pull the links a little quicker than before, especially with lower end devices. It's been throttled to where that low end devices won't be overwhelmed, because sometimes that happens when people buy low end devices and they try to scrape and they're like, why is it being so slow, or it freezes? So there's been some coding that should help the lower end devices, but still speed up the process. The other big thing, or somewhat big, is due to CoCoScrapers being updated in the URL for that repository, I believe, changed. Some add-ons might have noticed that some add-ons, some add-on repositories updated this past week, and that's due to making sure that it's pulling the correct module for their add-on. I know I saw it with Seaman's repository, and I saw it with a couple others, because now Quicksilver allows you to use the CoCoScrapers or using the default. They're not the Gen scrapers. What is it? The Universal scrapers? I think they use the Universal. So, but it gives you the option now to use either scraper module, depending on which one you want to use. So that updated. So I'm not sure. I don't think there was any other big Kodi news this week. Do you guys remember anything that popped up this week that I might not have wrote down?
It's working, I guess, you know.
It's not dead yet.
It's not dead.
Oh, and hey, I sorry, I did not. We have.
I was pointing down for you before you weren't.
AUBYN, when I go to the other screen, I don't have this screen. I need to have two monitors.
Oh,
because
okay.
when I go to looking at Vivaldi, I only see the Vivaldi. We have one of our a guest, or I'll say someone that's been on the side chat for years now, I would think. Big Daddy Spider has joined the panel, as well as anybody else that would like to join the panel. We open it up to, if you're watching it and you want to jump on here, jump in here and join the panel to help. So, Big Daddy, do you have something to say? I'll give you the floor.
Well, just kind of happy to be here. Like you said, long time listener, first time caller kind of thing. So, so it's nice to be a little bit more involved with the group. So.
Yeah, we've always seen you over in the side chat.
Don't worry, the happiness wears off real quick. Just ask me and AUBYN.
You guys volunteer to help too much.
Volunteer.
I'm waiting for Redneck to join the panel. That way.
Yeah, me too.
Once Redneck joins the panel, I can retire.
I was gonna say, time for you both to put you guys out to the pasture. Finally.
No, they are not going anywhere. Hey, I got papers on both of you guys. You're not going nowhere. If we got to go back to, I got some movies like 12 Years Slave. That stuff don't happen real quick. Nobody just goes and gets taken off. You got papers, you're staying. So. Art has a question here. It says, what's up, guys? What is the biggest difference of having an add-on with premium accounts like Fen and others versus free ones? What do you guys got your thoughts on this question?
To me, it's more reliable to go with a premium one, versus for years, I dragged my feet. I wasn't getting RD, I was going for the free links all the time, and it just got to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, I want to watch that movie tonight, and click on the link, dead. Go to another add-on, want to click it was dead. So I'm like, fuck. Well, so much for those plans of watching the free links tonight. So then once I went to RD, it made it a lot easier, because do I want to watch it in 4K? Do I want to watch it in 1080? What do I want to watch it in? So to me, that's the big difference between, biting the bullet and going with RD versus just relying on free links. And I totally understand the people, if that's the way you want to go, more power to you. I just find it easier made my life easier by going with the premium.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
go,
too.
yeah.
I just want to
Oh,
say,
Yep.
you know, being an old Kodi user and not using Kodi anymore because of Plex, but if you just take everyone out there that is known from the beginning of time, us telling Eddie,
Yes.
just get RD, go to RD. And if you
Yeah.
realize how happy Eddie has been since, you know, before he, you know, went into his pocket and pulled out some money to pay for RD to be, you know, to finally listen to us. I've never seen anyone so happy. You know what I mean? So all you have to do is look at Eddie. You know, because Eddie don't complain about not being able to watch anything because he gets everything now. You know?
Yeah.
So, right there is the way to know.
Even
So,
though,
all right.
hey,
Kodi is the way.
go ahead,
even I had to go out and sell my, my empty cans and bottles of paper ID. I still did it, man.
Take it. You're going to the beer store with his cans and his bottles to get 10 cents per bottle until you had enough money to buy it.
He donate blood, but every time they
Yeah.
stick it, when nothing but dust comes out, because he's old.
No. Big Daddy Spider. What? I'll give you the floor. Do you? Any thoughts that you got on that?
I have RD. I have Premiumize. I've got Easy News now. Also, I've learned you can't have enough options.
Right.
You know, the days are gone, at least, where I can remember when you would have 100 links and you start at the top and scroll through and hope you find one by the time you get to the bottom, and then it would probably buffer left and right on you. And it's nice to not have to worry about that nowadays. I can go pick a link and I got choices on quality, how much audio do I want? Do I want 50 million languages on it? And you don't get that with the free links. You get whatever you can find, and hopefully it works for you.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of patience, then it's great.
Good point. Because I tell people you're either going to pay with a little bit of money or a little bit of time. And with time, you can find links or poking through if you find the right add-on that does a really good job of uploading and sure they got it, but they don't have everything. Let's say you want to roll back and you want to watch we've been watching Dexter, and we rolled back to the very first season. 8 seasons of Dexter. Check out a free an add-on with free links and try to find episode 1 of season 1 of Dexter. You're going to have a hard time. Now, not to say you can't, but you're going to have a very difficult time, and you're going to spend time looking. I posted, you can see some of the pictures here. So these are links to Real Debrid, All Debrid, Premiumize, Torbox, which Torbox is still, keep holding out hope.
Keep hope alive.
I keep hoping. And Easy News, I don't have Easy News on here as Spider said, but Easy News is another option. Again, it's going to give you options, as everybody says, a lot more options. Not that you can't find the content, but it's going to take time. And me at my age I'd rather spend $3 a month on a premium service than me spending 15 minutes or 10 minutes trying to find a link for a movie or to get partial way through the movie and then it drop off or start buffering. So that's the big plus. The downside is, yes, it does cost some money. Not a ridiculous amount of money, but it does cost some money. So you have to decide your financial situation and your patience, and then whatever fits your needs on that.
It's still very cheap compared to cable and all the streaming services.
Yeah. I think I think All Debrid and Premiumize about $3. If you average out for 6 months, it's about $3 a month. Premiumized is more expensive. I think you're going to be looking at about $5 or $6 a month. If you do the year, if you figure out what it is for a year. Torbox is probably about $4 to $5, might be a little over $3 a month if you figure out when you're buying a year. Strip. If you just go and buy a month, it's going to be more than that. But when I'm saying is if you buy in 6 months at a time. Yeah.
What I do, and Roger does this also, we'll spend time tracking the dollar versus the euro.
Yeah.
And when the dollar is a little stronger, that's when I'll jump on RD and re-up it. So
True.
I'm getting a better deal with it. So that's one thing I do before I'm getting ready to re-up. I just track what the dollar is doing against the euro and, save a little money.
Yeah, it's sucking right now. I can tell you that.
Yes.
All I'm going to say is you don't want to do it with the Canadian dollar because
Yeah.
you want to get your feelings
Exactly.
hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So and let's jump over to one of our topics here. We're going to talk about Facebook. Facebook can be aggravating as hell. And this is an article where Facebook has decided to make it to where you can see what your friends are posting again. Surprise, surprise. We thought that was how the platform was done, but I'm not sure if you guys noticed. I noticed it over a little while ago that I started getting all these posts and pictures and things that wasn't anything to do with anybody that I'm following. And it was due to Facebook trying to shove in there some of that sponsored people or people they're trying to push, kind of like YouTube does. But they have went and decided to, hey, we're going to give back people to be able to get the content that they're wanting about their friends. So bringing back the OG Facebook experience. It seems so stupid, but this is what they've done. So if you go it has a new Friends tab, and on your phone, you can go to your Friends tab. And if you go to the Friends tab, that's where you're going to be able to see what your friends are posting, which doesn't seem right. You think that your main feed should be where you see your friends. And you will see some of your friends in there. But if you ever looked at it, there'll be like stuff from, a day, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And it's like, can I have the recent shit? So they've moved it to the Friends tab. So if you're on your phone, the US and Canada have pushed this update. So I'm not sure about Europe when that's going to happen. But now you're going to be able to get back to it. To pin the Friends tab there, click on your profile picture on the homepage, go to settings, privacy settings, then tab bar, choose the customization bar and click friends. And it will pin that tab to the bar so that's what you're going to be getting on a regular. It doesn't make sense, but that's the shit that they've done.
Or you do what I did, because I won't mention any names, but the person in the top box here, all my Facebook notifications go to spam because I would get TB commented on such and such. TB. I mean, I go in and I clear out my spam things, 38 things, and it's either TB or TAN.
Well, you can turn off notifications. That is an option. You guys turn that notification.
That's
turn
all
off the
my
email.
Well,
I'm a popular guy, and you know what? I post a lot of shit, and I like a lot of it. So.
Look, I was forced to get a
yes, you were.
Yes,
you were. Due to our Oculus. Yes, you're correct.
Yep.
You were forced to get it. Yeah. So.
What a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Let's see. What do we have somebody else? Okay. DJ. What's up, DJ?
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Well, yeah. We got you, brother.
It's all right. I'm using my microphone, so not my headset microphone, so my streaming microphone.
Oh yeah, because and DJ, he's gotten into streaming gaming. You're doing you built your new PC and streaming a lot now.
I probably stream once, maybe twice a week. So it's just a little hobby. It's like you say, I've had the gaming PC for a while. Mm-hmm. I had it before when I had my Mac, when I had my 27-inch iMac. And I decided to move away from the iMac, Apple.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my God.
Where's Dweezy at?
I miss you so much. I know, right? Yeah. Somebody explain that to Dweezy.
Somebody saw the light.
I'll
DJ, don't let them dog you out. I respect anybody the platform they want, even if it's not my choice. I respect it.
I'll have to burst the bubble there. I'll have to burst the bubble there.
Okay.
I still have the iPhone.
Oh God.
Well,
Okay.
Can't have everything.
Nope.
So, like I was saying, I moved away from Apple when it came to doing the K app.
Yep.
And then I, as you all know, I got ill and I veered away. So, but I transferred everything from my iMac to my gaming PC. So then I just got into the odd. Once, maybe twice a week, I'll spend a couple of hours while I'm gaming. After that, I've had enough.
Yeah.
I can't stare at the screen any longer.
Right.
That's why I've retired. I officially have retired from.
Oh, have you?
The K app. Yeah.
Wow.
You took that break for a while with you when your health wasn't well.
Yeah. And it's still not brilliant. And I don't want to pick it back up and jump back in and jump back out again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather stay out of it now.
Yep.
Instead of coming back, starting up, then having to break away because of me ill health again, because I don't know when I'm going to be ill. I was ill the other week. So, but that's something that I've made the decision. So, but my repo is still there. That will be around. That won't close. You got
a bunch of themes and skins in there. Correct?
Yeah. It's like I say, but the trouble is I've never actually got round to updating them for 21. So they work fine on 20 and 19 and 18, I think. Yeah. But I've never got round to doing it on 21. And I never will. I'm still around to help people. I helped recently. I helped a good friend of ours, UK Turks.
Yep.
Recently, I helped him with his. So I am still around, but it takes me a bit more. I don't want to say more persuasiveness. It takes me a bit more effort to sit down on the computer like I used to for hours and hours and hours. It takes me a lot more effort nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that people realize for add-on developers, builders, skinners, the amount of time that some of these people are committing or doing it for free, not making any money, and the hours and hours and hours that they spend every day is unreal. I think a lot of times people have no idea the work that goes into add-ons or builds or skins, what it takes, the commitment. Well, and then as soon as you don't update something, somebody's like, "Oh, where's the new movie that I was looking for?" Or this link is dead.
That's the only time people realize that you're not around is when something doesn't work. And it's, well, why aren't you making why aren't you fixing it? Why doesn't it work? And it's like, say, some people just think, I haven't got the time of day for it. It's something that we all do as a hobby. It's all in our own time. And you're probably aware, and other people are probably aware on the panel. I used to spend around about 6 to 7 hours a day in the K app.
Yeah. You were up early. Getting add-ons ready. I'm like, what the hell? I've been there, done that. I'm not going back to that. I respect people that do it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I did that years ago. I'm not going back to that.
If a new TV show came out and got released, it was there. Every episode was there. Yeah. So if a TV show came out with 10 episodes, every 10, because sometimes they did release it, 10 episodes. Yeah. And all 10 episodes would be there, and you could binge watch it straight away. One click. Yeah. And it was one click. And like I say, there's times where I had to do all the artwork and everything, all the information, get it all together before I could actually put the one-click link in there. So it was time-consuming. Yeah. It was time-consuming and tiring, staring at a screen. But I enjoyed it. But I just don't want to go back to it at the moment. And
Well, your priorities are about your health, and that goes with all of our people.
Yep.
That your health in mental wellness is more important than any of the add-ons or builds or skins. That's more important because, again, none of these people are making money.
No, I didn't make a penny.
No, actually, it costs you time. It costs you money.
Well, it's like you say, in the 12 years, probably 12 years plus, and me actually doing it, I never made a penny.
Yep.
And I didn't want to make a penny. It wasn't about making money.
Yep.
I know use other developers that do make money, which is great. Good on them. But I never made a penny. I paid for my own server. I still pay for my own server.
Yep.
But like I say, good on people that do make something out of it.
Yeah.
I've just never have, because like you say, at one point, for you to make something out of it, out of the K app,
yeah,
it was frowned upon.
Oh yes, it was definitely frowned upon for a long time.
For a long time, it was frowned upon.
Now people just kind of ignore it, and people that are making money, you just kind of ignore.
You were sort of like blacklisted.
Yes, you were.
You were given a red card, like sent off, like a referee would send you off.
Yeah. How many times we kick people out that would talk about making an add-on, and they would talk about that they wanted to charge with it, and we'd boot them out of the room. That happened all the time. That happened
all the time.
As soon as people said it, and I've got 3 or 4 names that I know people that are making money on it, that have their thing, and they were booted out of rooms when they're like, well, I'm gonna make this and then I'm gonna charge people, and they're like, removed. It's like, that's not what this is about. So but times have changed and people make their own decisions.
Yeah, times have changed, and I've had to make a decision. I had to step away.
Yep.
And as you probably can see, it says DJ retired.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Because I've never officially announced it. Because like I say, I think people have gathered that I won't be coming back. It's like you say, I just don't want to. I don't even think about it. It's nice actually that when I get up in the morning, I can get up. My first priority is not to boot my PC up.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing. Like today, I've been up all day. The first time I turned the computer on is 5 minutes before I sent AUBYN the message saying I'll jump on.
Yeah. And that's
tell me this though. Answer me this. Were you watching Plex and all that time?
I was actually watching it on the SmartTube app. I was actually watching the channel.
Okay.
I was actually watching you live, but I was watching him on my NVIDIA Shield.
Okay.
All right. With the SmartTube app.
You gotta love the SmartTube.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. The only downfall is sometimes they push a lot of updates.
Well, they have to.
Yeah.
They have to. YouTube is trying to knock it off.
And sometimes when they push an update, they break it.
That happens. Yeah. But they're usually pretty responsive about it.
Yeah, of course
within a day.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna run. Let's run over this.
Yeah. Carry on. Run over with everything else.
Hey, all right. So this is because I want to leave some room for us to talk about our different apps that we want to cover. What's it? Xiaomi? What was it?
Xiaomi.
So this is going to be talked. This is going to be talked about a lot. This new box is coming out, and there's this 3rd generation of this has come out. In short, this is a new Android box coming out of China. We're looking at 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage. It's got the A55 CPU. So, and it's going to have a better CPU is 25% boost from what it was previous, 130% improvement on the GPU. It's going to give you the Dolby Vision as well as the HDR Plus, Dolby Atmos. Wi-Fi 6. And so this is coming out. Now, there is no price on this yet. If we go back to the second generation of this device, it was 70 euros, and 16 or $70 US. Their price for the third generation has not yet came out. And what was this going to be using? Google TV. So this is going to be talked about as what did you guys say? This is going to be the new NVIDIA Shield killer. That
you'll be seeing those videos on YouTube.
It's coming to a YouTube channel near you. It's going to be the new Shield killer. But go ahead. What are you guys thinking about this new device that's popping out and going to be released soon?
Well, this was okay. Dave,
Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead, Eddie.
No, Xiaomi, because I know in Canada there was a lot of equipment that got removed because of the name, because there was a lot of malware on it. That you had phones, you had, other devices that were just spying on you by China, so they got rid of it. So personally, I wouldn't go with it.
Yeah. Dave, Beach.
I had the first gen, and it was all right. But here's the thing: I think it'll be a good option for people who don't have access to like the own box that we have here in the U.S. So people outside of the U.S., over in Europe or up in Canada, and it's running Google TV officially, that it could be a nice advantage if you get sick of a Fire Stick. And dear God, don't ever buy a Roku.
It's the number one. It's the number one streaming box, though.
It's always good to have an option. Will I buy one? No. I have 2 NVIDIA Shields, so I'm pleased with that. But like I said, people I know in the UK, they're getting the knockoff brand of the on box. I think it's called the Thompson box, and it's like a little over 100 pounds, I believe. This will be less than that. And like I said, out of first gen, it worked all right. Good option for people in different countries, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially also the people in South America and Southeast Asia. A lot of those got locked out of the on boxes after Walmart put the region lock on stuff.
True that.
Yeah.
Mine got locked down. The ones that I have got, if you didn't have it prior, if it was not previously updated, you could get geo-locked out. And I did find a way around that. But you gotta. Once your initial setup, then it does not lock you out, even if an update happens. But there was a lot of talk about these phones having it, and I know the U.S. government went after it and said, we're getting rid of all these phones because they are a security risk. The Chinese government, da 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 da. And be it that that's true or not true, I can't speak to that because I've never looked up the proof if that software was running malware and spying on people that use the phone. But if you have an Android box like this and you're using it, you have limited vulnerability because you're not running your banking on it. You're not running any cryptocurrency wallet on it. Maybe the biggest risk I would think would be your possible Google account. If you link in your Google account, hopefully you have, a two-factor to authorize two-factor. Hopefully you do that, because if you don't, if someone they can get into it kind of quickly, and then that can become a real hassle. But other than that, running, even if you put your Disney or Netflix information, your user password, you still, most of the time, it verifies from your phone. So, using that kind of, you're limited to the dangers of even if it had some malware on it, other than the malware running in the background, which malware running in the back can slow a device. And again, very difficult to find out if malware is running on it, but it does have that stigma from the situation with the U.S. government, and I think the Canadian government too. Both said that that it had it. But it's weird how the Europeans didn't say nothing about it having this malware on it. So I don't know.
I mean, to me, okay, and I've said this before, the easiest thing when you're setting up devices, and I do it for friends or whatever, make yourself just a dummy Gmail account, okay?
100%.
All right, and this is whether or not you're doing it on a Shield or what you do. Like I just set up a Fire Stick for somebody the other day. What I do is I use that same email, but what I do now that Fire Stick set up, they require a cell phone so they can give you a notification. Just get a Google Voice number, okay? So that way when you input that number in the Amazon for the verification, you give them that fake number from your Google Voice, and if you don't use it, it expires in a month. You can get a new number and set it up. So I just keep a fake Google Voice number. That's all I use for setting up devices if I need to authorize it from Amazon or whatever. So that's my best thing. Make a dummy Gmail account and get a Google Voice and use that as the authorization.
Yeah, agreed. Yep. And you can also use fake credit cards on that, because for like Amazon requires a credit card. I have a fake Amazon account, and I have a fake credit card that tied into it so I could create my account. Then if I have to use it, it's a dummy account. Nobody can buy anything on it. Nobody can subscribe to some shit. So yeah, it's a smart way.
Just go to Visa, just Google Visa card generator, and boom, it'll generate you, and then Amazon will accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Where I see most people getting into trouble is because it's running Google TV, means you're not getting the standard Play Store. And so if you want to load an app on there that's not on Google TV and you're going to certain websites that have APKs to download, sometimes you're not getting the official APK and you don't know it. And that's where you could get into trouble that way.
Yeah.
The third party, that's a good point there, Spider, that these third party stores that you're maybe using, they may have malware in the application itself. So,
Correct.
People are blaming the device itself. It could be people installing from a third party store that's not a verified, because even through the verified store, we had Steam just got hit with some malware was in some of their games. So even the legit stores can have it happen. But when you have those third parties, there's nobody monitoring that stuff. And so there can be bad code put into it. And then you put that on your device. You're blaming the device. And maybe it was because you went and downloaded from one of these other third party stores. Let's see. We got 23andMe. I thought Alb and I were talking about this. Is something that it's been hitting all the news, and I'm sure that a lot of people have seen about this. But again, this is about throwing out information, maybe to pay attention to, so that you're more knowledgeable, and if there's family members that may be able to get some information from you, so you can inform them. So 23andMe, that was the DNA testing thing, been around for years and years, where you could swab your mouth, send it in, and then they could help you find your family tree. They could tell you about if you have a risk of health issues, stuff like that. But it was a lot been used to find out your genetics, to find out, where did I come from and my people, this and that. So that company is now going broke, and they have a lot of data that's going to be the genetic data and the markers, as well as all of the information you gave them because you were trying to find your genealogy. That information is safe. They say it's safe in the 23andMe, but once they go for sale, who's to say where that information and that stuff is going to go? So there is a way If you go to their website, there is a way to delete your account. So you can delete your account and remove all of your information from there if you want to be safe.
Grab your information first before you delete the account. There's a way to do that.
All right. Well, all right. So, yes, you can download it. You can download your information so you have it, so you didn't lose nothing. But the biggest thing would be also to get that off the database, and you can remove it from their database. So you can get it, remove it, so that if the company is sold and if it falls into a maybe a shadier company, because you don't know who's going to buy it, that it's not going to be at risk. So,
well, it's nice the voice of God chimed in.
I know, right?
hey, she listens to the show. Okay, she's just on the background. She's like my fact checker. She's in the back.
So she's got a job too, huh? Wow.
Hey,
Just to get,
if you
get
keep
paid.
people working, everyone's happy.
Yeah, she's getting paid.
Yeah, in other ways, it's money.
Oh my God.
All right. So go ahead, guys. What do you?
I know I need to go on there and get my data off of there. I heard Monday and Tuesday people said that the website was crashing because there were so many people going on, and after seeing all the articles over the weekend, that it was filing for bankruptcy. So,
I mean, it's a true risk. That they say they're going that it's going to be secure. There's not going to be data breaches, but it's hard to say. We have no idea who's going to buy it. They say that they're going to, but you don't know. And again, if with as much information, and when we talk about identity theft, a lot of times they need to know your first name, your last name, your middle name, your date of birth, your mother's maiden name. All those kind of things are going to be part of your database that you've plugged in when you were trying to do your genealogy, right? When you're doing the family tree, you put that information in there because you're like, oh, I'm trying to find out this is my mom, this was my dad, da 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 da. So that is perfect information, golden information for somebody if they're trying to do some type of identity theft. Now they do need more information, but if they can grab that much information, well, then they only need a few other pieces of that puzzle if they're trying to do identity theft. So to me, that's a risk. I'm not sure if I would want to have it. I have that risk out there.
and it can be years later because just this week Napster got sold. So how long has been since Napster has been basically dead, but it still exists and still getting sold. So your data 20, 30 years from now, somebody could get access to that data.
Yeah. And this is real data when you're thinking about, your addresses and your maiden names and grandfather. I mean, it can lead, it could be, not so safe. I was going to mention, so we were going to talk about some different apps that we find that are useful, that we find that stuff that we can't live without. And maybe some of this stuff you guys are using, but we just thought we'd toss these out here. And over in the side chat, please post some of the apps that you really need to have, that you find that keeps your streaming to go well and everything like that. So today, when I kicked open Vivaldi, because I use Vivaldi for the sharing of the screen, they've added a VPN to it for free.
Yeah, great. So, I think it's a great addition. That is
100%.
I had it 3 days ago, and I was like, "Ooh, that's nice." And plus, you can just use your Vivaldi login details.
Exactly.
I'm running it right now.
So this is now I'm running the night skin, so that's why it's kind of dark. But up here in the top right, you click on the VPN, and you can see right now I'm actually turned on. I meant to turn that back off, but you can see it's running. It tells you I'm running a free account. Now you could put if you have a Proton an account, you can log into the Proton account. You can put your information there so that you could have not just the free version, but you would have it the paid version of the VPN. So you can put that information in there, but right now I'm just running the free one. And you can go through the countries, which country you want to pick from, and a simple little, click and boom. Oh, I can't use that country. Can't use that one. So let me disconnect. So right here, I disconnected it, and I'm just going to click connect. And here you can see connected via Seattle through their free account. And this is a neat, if you're wanting to browse and not pay for a VPN and just doing browsing, I think this is a great addition.
Right. And just to clarify, unlike other YouTubers, we are not promoting and telling you have to go buy a freaking
no affiliate links.
VPN. There's no affiliate links. We're not telling you to go out and buy Proton, because I mean, you think Proton would sponsor this shit show? Hell no.
Unless they want to, and they can hit me up on TM, and we can have a discussion.
Yeah.
They'll
have Proton working for him next.
Oh Jesus! We're gonna be making Proton videos and Proton songs.
Yep.
But I do think this is a good browser. This browser has tons of security features. We use it. I like to have it for my show because I can click here, and here's all the tabs these are tabs that I just have in case I want to quickly grab tabs to share for topics that we may need. But it is a really handy and browser as well as pretty safe.
And it was DJ who turned us on to Vivaldi.
Yeah. And I thank you every day for it.
I use it. It's the only browser I've got installed.
Me too.
Other than the Windows one that nobody uses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the one that they force you to have on your device.
Yeah.
You're always hiding it. Get rid of the damn icon.
And it's like you say, they update it, and it'll update automatically when you open it up. You haven't got to download anything. It'll just say update. And it's great. I noticed it, about 3 days ago. I was like, oh, a VPN, free. And all I got to do is use my details that I've used for Vivaldi, because I've got mine synced. So if I use Vivaldi on my phone, I can use Vivaldi on my phone, and it'll pull all my web pages that I've saved.
Yep.
It's not even just the web pages. It'll pull the apps that you use.
Yes, it pulls everything. It pulls everything. It syncs everything all into one place, and it's great. It's encrypted, so your password is encrypted, so there's no way anybody can get onto it. But I love it.
It's a great.
Yeah.
So just so in case you guys, this was just one of the things that we saw, or when I opened this up, and I thought we'd mention that. And again, we've talked about this browser in the past. Definitely one for people to check out. We had Explore. AUBYN, I think this was one of the programs. I use this all the time.
Yeah, me too.
I do also.
What was so you said this is one of the apps that you have on most of your devices. So what would make this
why I like using it is because a lot of files I'll have on my computer or on another drive somewhere. And so now, like say if I were going to set up something else, even on my Shield, I can just use the app to open up and look at files all over my network, and FTPs, anything, and I can grab files from there and drop it right on the device that I'm looking to. I love it for that,
Yeah, I'll use it for the same thing to get, like I don't have Telegram on my Shield, so if somebody posts a zip file or something on Telegram, I can save it on my phone and then open up Explorer on both and set it up the network and transfer files back and forth.
Yeah, that's it. You can do that right through your through the FTP. Set that up. The other thing that this has is it has web storage. So you can link your Dropbox or your Google Drive, or you can link any of those accounts that are your cloud things. So as Spider was saying, if I download something onto my phone, I can send that to my Google Drive. And then if I have my Google Drive synced, if I have Google Drive hooked to this web storage, I can click it and boom, there is my Google Drive with all the files. I can grab it, drop them right on my device. So it's easy to move files back and forth, and it doesn't, if your device is not rooted, which most people's is not, there is limits to where it's able to, it can't see every file. If they're hidden folders, certain folders it won't be able to see. So I don't know if, even if you buy the full version, I don't think you can see certain files that some people are like, well, I looked in, it doesn't, I can't see that. Well, sometimes some Android hides certain files folders that you can't see, but most files or folders you can see on this. I had one that I wrote on here, and I did a video on it a couple years back. TV Quick Action Pro. I think I paid $3, $4, something like that. But I have this for my Shield because to remap my buttons on my Shield, how many times I hit that damn Netflix button and all of a sudden Netflix opens. And I'm like, oh, I didn't want Net, because it's the most sensitive button on the whole remote.
Yeah, it is.
And so I went through and I disabled so that when I hit it one time, it doesn't do anything. It does nothing. If I double hit it, it opens up Kodi. If I long hold, it opens up TV Mate. So you can set this up that way, as well as it had a whole, when I talked and showed the video, you can create like a menu bar. So if, like, say if I double click, it can open up a menu bar and have a bunch of quick launches on that menu bar. So, and that's just touching the surface of some of the things. It can do all kinds of mapping of different buttons and all kinds. I find, again, low price. It's like, I want to say it was $3 or $4. And the guy updates it all the time. They have a Telegram chat. I find this to be one of the buttons I really, really like, or one of the apps that I use. AUBYN had one. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to mention, you mentioned Terracopy.
Yeah. Yeah, Terracopy is great. I use it all the time to copy stuff on my PC. And I feel it's a lot faster than the regular file explorer, and how it handles the copying that it's doing. So, like, say you copied a bunch of stuff, it saves that information of what you were copying. So, like, in case of one of those drives fails or something, you could go right back to it and continue that copy all over again. So, you know, for things like that, it really comes in handy.
Let's see. We had a WizTree.
WizTree.
Oh,
I need to thank Dave. It's Dave's, actually. Dave got me turned on to this because when you have a lot of drives and a lot of folders, when you're trying to look for the biggest folders on the drive, this thing comes in perfect for you to know what you have to move off, you know, and it works out great for that. It really does. I love that app. Use it all the time.
Let's see, Dave, what about this MKV? What was it? MKV tools?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different tools in there. Basically, what I use it all the time is I'll rip out. There was a movie today that was just released. It had 4 subtitles in it. What the hell was it? Bring Them Down, I think it's called. But anyways, what I do, since all my friends are, as I phrased earlier today, TR. Okay.
I love that one. TR.
And I will burn the forced subtitles into the movies so they don't have to go into Plex and then go to settings and go to subtitles and then click the 4 subtitles in it, because it just alleviates me getting phone calls. you're speaking a foreign language. I don't know what you're saying. How do I get it to play? I don't know what you're saying. It sucks. So that's why I just burn them in and makes my life easier.
I hate that.
It is a pain. I had one here, Dave. You had mentioned Handbrake.
Handbrake, use it all the time. I mean, when I'm doing intros for the show, reducing file sizes down. It's the best freeware out there.
So it shrinks files. And so people that may never heard of Handbrake or heard of it didn't know what it does.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you can say if you had like a regular video, full-size video, and you wanted to put it on your phone, you can shrink the aspect ratio down so it would play better on your phone and be a lot smaller file size. A lot of things ton of things you can do with it. It's my go-to, and I use it every day.
And then we have Sono.
Well, yeah.
So
My
my
baby doll. I mean, Andrew, when Andrew posted that link in there, he created a freaking monster.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And this is what you create all the intros or intro musics with.
Yep, that's what I create them all on, and I use the free side because I'm all about not paying for shit. So there you go. It's a great toy, and I mean, thank God I have the free side, because if I had the paid version, I'm allowed to produce like 500 songs a month. I would be making 500 songs a month. I mean, right now, if I was to drop dead tomorrow, there are enough individual different intros for the next 4.5 years to have a different song.
We'll put you up for Employee of the Month.
Well, that's why Sono sent me, when I showed you that email they sent me, I'm in the top 1% of their creators, because I've created over 1,000 songs.
Going for a Grammy, is it?
Yeah.
Is Grammy MTV?
I bet you that he could actually end up getting a Grammy.
It's gonna be. There's got to be an AI Grammy that's gonna pop up at some point. We need to come up with one. Maybe we need to start it on this show. There's gonna be some type of Grammy AI because Dave is all the time making some songs, and some of them are really good. I mean, he's gotten very good at the software. That's for sure.
Yeah, Dave, this is a free.
You guys. I was looking to see, did any of you guys others have some apps or software that you may want to mention that we can pull up there? Because some of you guys weren't on here before the show.
Well, I know DJ brought up SmartTube, and I held off for a long, long time on using that, and I wish I hadn't now, because
I think it's
it
great.
really makes YouTube like way better.
Yeah.
SmartTube.
Yeah.
And again, they have a
if you don't have a device and you don't have SmartTube on it, you are missing out.
I just wish there was something like that was on the PC side. You guys know of anything?
I just use ad blocker.
Yeah, I've been doing the ad blocker thing too.
Yeah,
I've been getting these weird errors.
Because what I do, I only use Firefox when I watch YouTube, because all the other ones are all Vivaldi, they're all Chromium variants.
True.
So that means you're gonna have issues with Google don't want you blocking their ads.
No,
I have no problems using Ultimate Ad Blocker in Firefox. Getting the ads. So that's my suggestion. Just Ultimate Ad Blocker and use Firefox to watch YouTube, and that's all I use Firefox for anymore.
My suggestion is don't watch YouTube on your PC.
Yeah.
I
to
got
Plex.
to. I'm part of this shit show, so I have to pull it up so I can see what people are typing on the side.
Stick to Plex, AUBYN.
Yeah, I know. That's what I try to do.
You know, it
But,
is good that this show allows people to to speak their own mind. We don't control minds here. You're allowed to say.
Oh,
what you
really?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, sure.
no.
Sure, Master.
Oh, trust
want.
me.
Wait,
Trust me,
where's
I'd
my
have
mute
an
button? Where's mute?
I'd have an ad blocker on Aubyn's Plex from playing trailers. Every time we go in there, he's playing fucking trailers.
Hey,
Gotta watch
DJ,
the
that's
trailer.
what you gotta get yourself a headset, DJ.
I have got a headset.
You guys have
Well,
one.
and I,
oh,
Oh, you
Oculus,
mean-
got one?
No, you mean a Meta,
Yeah.
a Meta
Yeah.
headset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, I keep meaning to look at one, and it's the trouble is, can I justify it? The cost.
Yeah, you can. You've been playing
But,
games.
okay.
Yeah, but that's
I've told. Let me tell you, my headset was worth every stinking penny because Todd and Roger basically browbeat me and Aubyn to getting one.
Yeah.
They both had one. My headset was paid for one night when we were watching a fight, and Aubyn went on his rant about the dog.
yeah,
Who's goddamn barking? God damn it! God, mute all these motherfuckers! Whose dog is that barking? Whose fucking dog is barking? Just he went on this fucking rampage about a barking dog, and the one guy's in the room goes, Aubyn, are you watching YouTube? And he heard Aubyn got real quiet.
Yep.
It is me.
That's
It's hilarious.
that's the only thing that's sort of like put me off is the price of it. I know.
Buy it used.
Buy
Buy it
used one.
used. Don't.
No, I'm a funny person. I will not buy anything used.
Oh man,
Okay.
I'm funny.
No,
That's a man
I'm
with
very
more money than me.
but
Oh,
yeah,
my shit.
like I
It's not-
said,
It's not so much. It's not so much that I've got more money. It's just the fact that that's how I am.
Yeah. I understand.
I've always been like that. I'm very careful on. I won't buy stuff off eBay in case I get counterfeit.
Well, yeah.
I will only buy if I buy a pair of trainers, a name brand. I'll go to their official website and buy them off there.
yeah,
I may pay £20 or $20 more, but at least I know I'm getting the original product.
yeah.
Okay. I understand that, because, we all bought ours.
Yeah,
But, it's so much fun if you could hang out with us on a Friday or Saturday night. It's well worth its money.
It probably would be a laugh
really-
until the UFC started.
No.
No.
Let me tell you,
I'm
you
not
can't
into
sit there.
it. I'm not
You
into
don't have-
UFC.
You don't
Well-
have to be into it. We sit there. Basically, what it is, you get stereo effect Canadians, one on your right, one on your left. One's stoned out of their head on cash or mushrooms or whatever, and the other one's fucking tanked on wine. So
I would not say stoned out of my gout.
I never mentioned
yes,
the
we
name.
would.
I never mentioned the name. I'm just saying that's what it's like. You get totally blasted by in stereo from two out of the fucking head.
DJ, I'll turn down the audio from the fight so I can barely hear that, just because all the side chats going on. That's where all the entertainment value is.
Lots of side
Yeah.
I'd have to ask,
Spiders in there with us. Yeah.
I'd have to ask Dabs a question. How do you actually get on with wearing your glasses with the actual
I
headset?
don't wear my glasses. I see it in 480. Now you can get lenses to go inside.
Inside.
Prescription.
Yeah.
I take my glasses off. I put it on, and you know what?
That'd be
I
the
don't need-
problem.
I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it in 10.
Are you
I'm
short
fine.
or are you short-sighted or long-sighted?
I got stigma, so it's both. I can't read close up, and I struggle far away. I can see in the middle.
He don't
I
even
can
know
see-
I'm black,
That's my problem. I can't see close up.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's supposed to be.
You
for-
could get a set of lenses.
Yeah,
You
you
can,
can
you
get
can. And
prescription
they're
lenses
cheap.
for like 25 bucks.
Yeah.
That's Nucky got a set off AliExpress.
Yeah.
You
And
just put in your prescription and you get them.
yeah, so it's not too bad.
See?
But yeah, it is fun. We do enjoy. We all. It is to me the fights. I watch football with you guys, and a lot of times it's more of a social thing. And as Spider says, I turn the fights way down. I turn it to where I can barely hear the announcers on the fights. I'm listening to the people around me.
Can I just interrupt you for a moment?
Yeah.
Abs? Can you move the mouse off the white screen? Because my cat is going mental and that little mouse.
Yeah.
I forgot your cat goes right up there in your computer. All right, hey,
He's sitting here staring at the screen, waiting for it to move.
So I'll move it. Before we get to player pass, because we are running late on this one. JetBrains, and what was this was the site of the week?
Yeah, it's a what was it again now?
Move your ass. Come on.
I forgot what it was now.
Sorry, Auburn. I was telling my cat to move his ass.
JetBrains is it's an editor that lets you edit if you're like developing like files in Java or Python and stuff like that, JavaScript. So I thought that anyone out there that's some of you guys are developers out there that enjoy doing a bunch of stuff. I know you like finding any new app, so that's the site for it. I didn't even pull up hold on. Let me put the site down in here for you. This one right here. Since we didn't do my intro or anything for side of the week because now I'm being banished. He shoved me to the side. Oh, I don't see him as a black man now. Okay.
I see you as I don't see you as a black man. You're my brother.
Yeah,
you pulled the curtain off and you told him you're black, so now you get treated like a bus citizen.
Terrible.
Yeah, so that's it's jetbrains.com. You guys check it out and see if it'll help you out any.
Some coding.
It don't help me. It's not like I'm programming anything in Plex.
It ain't helping me. Hey, I did see Juggernaut over in the side chat. Nice to see. I was looking through Umbrella. He headed out. So later, Umbrella, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you can jump on the show sometime. Paper Plates hanging with us. Sharon, I see she's joined us. That's awesome. And I saw XCTex. I actually met XCTex when I met Blue. When we had the gathering of some Kodi people, a few Nan people. I met a bunch of XCTex was there, and we met him. I remember seeing his videos. Blue remembered his videos when he was like some of those one of the early people showing how to jailbreak the Apple TV and doing all that kind of stuff. So awesome to see him again. And hey, if he has a headset, hit me up, buddy. Well, you could join in our room. Piehole. This is one of the projects that I do plan on doing soon. I would take one of my Raspberry Pis and try to set up a ad blocker / VPN on my going into my router to create it for the whole home, which is possible. So I was kind of like running through here to see if somebody else had some add-ons that they might have. Oh, Charles is over here. John Rodriguez.
Charles.
Yeah. Lots of people. So I was looking to see if someone else
had. It's an hour late that he came in, right?
Who, Charles?
We've talked about that. Look at Charles, like, man, you're on my nuts again, Aubyn.
Yeah,
Aubyn's on, man. Charles walk in the room and Auburn on it. You're late.
You're late.
So that's
Someone's gotta speak up to him. You know,
Yes.
you guys aren't. You know, you're afraid he's gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, we all have to be careful. What's up, Donald? And I see Setson joined us. Awesome. All right, hey, you want to anything we need to say before we go, or we need to spin the wheel?
We need to spin the wheel. Yeah.
I didn't. Give me the wheel. I don't have the wheel.
Oh, okay.
I need you now.
Now you need me. Hold on.
What films we got?
Now's the time to ask for a raise.
What do you like?
I know, right? Yeah. Can I get a raise?
Talk
Apparently,
to HR.
slavery is still legal in Canada.
Talk to HR on that.
Come on.
Because we got to spin the wheel, and then we got to actually do the second half of the show, which we haven't even gotten to that part. But
sorry.
Yeah.
That's down to me.
No. This
No.
is we
No, not at all.
you know how we kind of jump around.
Yeah.
And but that's fine.
It's over there, Todd.
Gotcha.
It's in the front
Don't
there.
exactly stay on topic in this group.
No.
Look at Spider's. This is his first time being on the
Yeah,
panel.
I
He
know,
first
right?
figured
and
shit out.
you just now he got to see behind the curtain.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder if his birthday is. When is your birthday?
September 19th.
Okay, all right.
No.
Well, we got to kick him off. He's not born on
No,
this.
no, but wait, no. He comes in after Blue, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
a week after
Yeah,
Blues?
yeah. Oh, no, a couple days.
No. Day, right? Either
It's
it's not a week.
days.
It's days.
It's days.
Wow. Crazy,
A
right?
day. A day.
Is that crazy or what?
I'm telling
There's
you, I'm telling you, Matrix shit. We've talked about this not only when I'm high in our metaphor. I'm telling you, Matrix shit is happening. There's too many things close together.
Well,
Too
it's,
many.
it's like,
Too many
hey,
things.
it's like how we found Oliver and I are both from the same small town in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he lived 10 miles from me, if that, when I lived in
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Not even 10 miles. He was like,
Yeah.
oh, I live down in North Carolina. I'm like, where? Oh, near this town. Yeah, where? And next thing you know, I'm like, that's right
Yeah.
out in the country near me. It's like,
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, the
Wow.
Matrix.
Small
You
world.
remember the cat walking
how
in?
small this world is, man. It really is.
All right. So hey, what's the movies that are possible for next week?
Okay, let me just get to my list here. I'm sorry. Okay, on the wheel this week, we have Andrew in green with Sing Sing. I'm in purple with The Fire Inside. I think this is going to be the last week I'll keep it up there, guys, because this has been on there just way
Is that
too
somebody
long.
catching Gongaria?
The Fire Inside? No. No, it's about
Not the
a female
gongs.
boxer.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think that's what you call thrush.
Dabs is in red with Carry On. Eddie is in gray with The Great Escaper. Yeah,
You're not
Eddie,
gonna let that one
come
go.
on, we gotta let this go soon too.
You've been holding on that for 3 months.
Yeah, Rogers.
Yeah,
and
well, I'm
Orange,
going to change.
Rogers and Orange with Beetlejuice. Listen,
That's good.
Roger, I love you, brother, but I keep praying every week we don't land on this movie because I really don't want to watch it. I we even got Jason in here to get an extra slice in the pie to keep away from Beetlejuice, and he's got Gladiator 2 up.
Okay.
And, Todd, you're not sharing the.
Oh! I'm sitting here staring at it.
He doesn't want to see how it's rigged, Auburn.
No, he doesn't. He's setting it up. He's setting it up on his side. Watch.
Hey,
His
I
movie
think
comes out.
Dave said it where the best. You saw behind the curtain. And You're starting to see that this is rigged. All right.
Okay,
Here we
everyone,
go.
this is for episode 10 next week. April
Next
4th.
week, next Friday. This is what we have to watch, no matter what it falls on, even if it's shit. We got past Beetlejuice.
Oh.
Eddie?
Oh.
Eddie?
Yeah, no.
Let's get Auburn.
Purple.
Oh,
Finally,
oh,
Auburn gets one.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
shit.
No more complaining about
That's
how he was
happened
all
3
year
times
long.
already.
All right.
All right.
The
All right.
Fire
Hold on a
Inside.
second.
Everyone, I have not watched this movie.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, here we go.
I think I've seen the trailer.
Already.
Yeah, you would have seen the trailer because I've seen the trailer.
You would have seen the trailer if you're
Yeah.
in this Oculus room. You know
In my
you've seen the
Oculus
fucking
room, you
trailer.
would have seen the trailer pop up. You know.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
that-
Oh
The girl
yeah.
boxing from
Oh, yeah.
Detroit.
Yes.
Yeah, Flint. Yeah.
Is this part? This is based on a true story, I think.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. All right. Could they do a better job with the box art? The box art doesn't make me want to watch it.
Well, you know, there's other places you could get box art from. You know what I mean?
Well, they
Especially
created
when
the
it comes
box
to
art.
IMDb, because
Wow,
IMDb
look at there.
has it out there so early. You know what I mean? And they don't go back and change it.
So 5 wins, 17 nominations. Look at you.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we have to watch next week. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. So hey, hold tight, folks. We're going to roll into the streaming matters aspect of the show because we are
The player pass.
a player pass because we're way behind. Player pass. Dave, can you run the show for us? All right. Electric State is our movie of the week. And so we're going to run through this and everyone's going to give their opinions on this particular movie, pros, cons, and over on the side chat. We hope that you guys give your thoughts. I don't mind if you say it's great or bad, but can you just give some reasons why it was great or bad? We just kind of clarify. So Electric State, gentlemen, what are we thinking about this, the Russo brothers movie here?
I thought it was pretty good. It's kind of tries to be a little bit of a heartstring tugger there towards the end, you know. It didn't really get to me like that, but it keeps moving along. I wasn't like checking to see, okay, it's 2 hours long. How much do I have left to go through this very often? So that's usually a good sign for me. But and Chris Pratt wasn't too bad. Millie Bobby Brown, she was okay, but you know, she's still young. Hopefully she'll get better as she gets along. But I don't know, for Russo brothers, they're probably after Avengers. You know, this is kind of probably a little letdown for them. So we'll see what happens going forwards. They're going to keep trying to move away from Marvel movies and try something different. At least they're trying to get away from that. So.
Felt like a lot of the same chemistry, though. You know what I mean? Because to me, it did have a little bit of that Guardians of the Galaxy kind of
Amen.
feel.
Yeah.
That
100%.
you know, so
It had a feel of that. But okay, great, amazing cast of people in this movie. It's just like I said last night. The sad thing is the lead was the worst actor of all of them. I mean, the worst. I mean, she's not bad in Stranger Things because her character's kind of monotone the way it acts.
yeah, true.
And she wasn't bad in that one we watched, the princess movie with the dragon. She didn't do a bad job in that, but this one it was just, oh my God. She was the worst actor out of all of them in it. I mean, even the kid who played her little brother was a better actor than her. Everything. There were some chuckle points in it, but I mean, it's typical. I mean, I see it's a Netflix movie and I immediately go, oh shit. Because I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I see a movie that has a Netflix tag on it. I know right now there's a 75% it's just going to be shit.
True.
So that it was better than I thought it would be. That's about the only positive I can say on it. It was better than I thought it would see. But I mean, that character was like an early Star Lord, you know, scrapping, stealing stuff, and all that. So yeah, very Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel to it. But you know, it wasn't bad. I mean, I would love to know how much this movie cost to make, because it couldn't have been cheap.
No.
They had it.
A lot of special CGI effects in it.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
put it this way. You want to know why your Netflix bill keeps going up? Because they put out crap like this. So there you go. AUBYN, your mic's not working.
Yep.
Nope. Well, while AUBYN's sorting out his microphone, I'll say that it definitely had that Guardians feel to it. Chris Pratt was funny enough in it. I think also the robot here that
Herm.
Herm. I thought he was good. I think I heard you.
You're back.
That robot. It's the chemistry between Chris and that robot was funny to me. It had enough of that banter back and forth. And I think that I don't think this is not geared towards adults. This is geared towards preteens and maybe into the young teens. I don't think too many people over the age of 20 are going to watch this and really enjoy it. I think some would think it's okay, but I think younger people will really get into the humor and the few places where it kind of pushes the boundaries of jokes, like when he's flipping off, when it's flipping off when the robot's flipping, and when they're in his cave and he flips off that robot that's chasing him. I also felt like it kind of took a little bit away from Ready Player One with the whole everything kind of being in a virtual world type of thing, where's that helmet thing that they wear that looks that was the weirdest looking helmet.
Right.
This thing that they got on their face, but
doesn't it remind you of something?
Yeah.
When you're on our own big screen.
I kept thinking about that, Eddie, when I was watching it. I was like, is that going to be the Oculus 5?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, to me, it was better than Dave said it the correct way. When we went to watch this, we were kind of like, I'm not sure if this is going to be good. And we watched it, and both Blue and I both said, that wasn't bad. I would have gave it like a 7. Not a, it's not a blockbuster, but it's like, that's good enough. It's enjoyable. If you got kids, they can watch it and they're going to like it. So again, good enough. And, I felt, some of the stuff was a little silly, but yeah, I think.
I have to say, this movie, it reminded me of too many things. And I think that was a problem for me, because then it makes me feel like, well, what did they do? Did they write this and say, oh, let me use this bit that I liked in this other movie and use this bit from that movie? And even, look here, even Millie Bobby Brown is, comparing the movie also. Now, if the actor is going to be comparing the movie into something else, then it's really going to be crap. I feel that I can't tell anyone to watch this. I wasn't that happy with it. I really wasn't. I don't know. I don't think I have to give it another watch. I just don't think it's going to get any better. It had a great cast. And, the same way how, Child 44 had a great cast and you guys can't stand it,
Yeah.
I just feel the same way about this. Not that it's as bad as Child 44 in your eyes, but.
I mean, the thing that drove me crazy was Taco,
Piano?
who was playing an organ and a freaking
Yeah,
ragtime
exactly.
piano sound is coming
Yes,
out of it.
exactly.
That drove
Yes.
me freaking
Let's see, let me see it.
nuts.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Let me see if they have a
That's
picture of
that's the
Taco.
only thing I didn't like about it.
Yeah. Dave pointed that out as soon as we're watching.
As soon as you're watching
The
it,
guy's playing. He
Multiple
goes,
times.
he says, "That's not a piano. That's an organ.
That's
That
an
ain't how it's
organ.
supposed to
Yeah.
sound. You can't make an organ sound like a piano."
Yeah.
Here's Taco. Right there. There's Taco right here.
Mhm. Playing his organ. Well, I mean, that's all. Jason's like, well, you know, organs make piano sounds. This was like the 1990s. No, they were synthesizers.
No, yeah.
Yes, that could do that.
Yes.
Okay, but they didn't look like that. That was a freaking organ. I know because my
Yes.
sister was a church organist. Okay,
Yes.
so I grew up around freaking organs.
Yeah.
That was an
Yeah.
organ.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I noticed that right away. As soon as I saw that, I said, "What the hell's going on?" I said, "That's an organ." I said, "Organs don't play piano, and pianos don't play organ."
You guys are rough.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the littlest things.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
mess
yeah.
up.
Well,
Our panel
I
guys
like
pick it
this.
up.
I like this movie. It was pretty good. You know, the storyline was good. Special effects was, good. But the visual effects were really great. You know, there must have been a lot of money spent on those visual effects. And like Dave said, you know, that organ really turned me off when I saw that. What's his name? Stanley Tucci. Okay. Stanley Tucci. Sometimes he turns me off and sometimes he turns me on. You know, but this movie, I didn't really, is not his character. I like him when he's how can I say it? If he's an Italian, because he is Italian. You know, he has that accent. Sometimes he tries to mask it that he's not Italian. That's when I don't like him, you know. But
I
it's a
did
good
find
movie.
it. I did find kind of cool when they did when he was in there and we saw those old 80s toys.
Yeah.
And the figures, like I showed that one where it was electronic battleship, which I own one of those. All that older stuff that we remember.
The fish.
Yeah, it was like, oh my gosh, the Billy Bass.
Billy Bass.
You know, he liked that Billy Bass. He goes, "Not my Billy Bass."
Yeah.
All the igloo coolers that were in the background on the one rack.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so to me, those product placements of yesteryear that kids wouldn't get, but I got it was funny when he was down in his I don't know what he called his house or his lair, whatever it is, when Chris Pratt's down there. I'm like, he's talking. I'm looking in the background. What's that? Oh, I know what that is. There's the Power Glove from Nintendo. You know, it's like all these things that he had collected. Those were the things that caught my attention. I was like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that. So. Let's see. On the side chat, do we have anybody like giving hollers or? Yeah, Redneck says not a bad watch. And the soundtrack, that was another thing. I mean, there was a lot of good songs. Now, Dave knocked on the one song right away when we were listening to it.
Damn right.
Mother.
Like I said, hated that song when it was released, and I hate it even more now.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. It had a lot of big songs in it that, if you're, probably grabbing that soundtrack would probably be pretty. It's got a lot of good little hits in there, so probably for some folks who would want to check it out.
Yeah, well, like when the robots were attacking like the main building, they're playing Judas Priest breaking the law.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're all singing that. Yeah. Oh, I love that song. I love that Judas Priest song. And there again, Judas Priest had a lot of good songs. Those songs are starting to be placed. You're hearing them more now than we did when we were young. Judas Priest, there was only a handful of, there'd be a small group of people would listen to that, in your school, but most people didn't. Now they're kind of making their way back to these.
Because these kids are starting to recognize, you know what? I can hear what these guys are saying.
I was playing it in bands in school, so it's always been with me.
Well, what's crazy is I was at one of our assemblies this week, and they were playing music before the assembly, and I'd say 80% of the songs were songs from the early 80s, mid 80s, and no more than the early 90s. And it's like one song after another. Those are what their kids are listening to at these assemblies, not the stuff that is out now. It is kind of weird how they that music is long term. And this was a thing where it reminded me of the Ready Player One, when they have all those army of people that are all putting on the helmets to be the robot, because you put the helmet on, you control the robot. So it did feel like they stole from this movie and that movie and grab a little bit, grab it here. So that was kind of a weird grab, but Yeah, Aubyn, did you ever pull up how much money this? I remember, huh?
350. I had seen that they said, but it wasn't posted anyway because it was a Netflix movie. But I heard something that it was a 350 mil.
Well, I know that it didn't hit the marks that they wanted.
No,
it's doing well. Is a #1 movie, I think, on Netflix. I think I saw that it was doing well, but its market share is not humongous,
Right.
But that's
you got to pay all those people.
well, and that's where we talk about these streaming services and why are they making money, why they keep raising the prices, and a lot of it comes down to that they are paying to produce this stuff. So your Apple TV or your Apple Plus, this Paramount's, who else? Amazon. All of them are paying to create this content that costs, like I said, $350 million to create this.
Right.
So it's not just about the subscriptions and how many subscribers we got. They're creating this original content that they're hoping will drive people to their platform. But that's where that money is when they say they're in a deficit. That's why, because they're spending so much.
I mean, my take is Netflix TV shows are 10 times better than their movies.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of podcasts I listened to have brought that up about the fact that Netflix has had so many hits with their shows, but just cannot do the same thing with a movie for whatever reason.
Well, how are Apple TV movies compared? They're better, right? Than the shows.
No,
Apple
Apple
TV
shows
has a lot
are
of good shows.
Their
Yeah,
shows
they have
are
a lot
great.
of good shows. They don't put out a lot of. I mean,
Movies.
what they do, like, okay, well, I'll just bring it up because I know this one we know for fact, and we watch it. Remember, we watched Coda,
Right.
okay, about the Deaf family. All right, what that was an independent film. It was released. It was already made. Then Apple bought it. Then put it on their streaming services. So what they'll do is they'll go to these independent film festivals, these big buyers from Netflix, Amazon, and stuff like that. And if they see a good movie, they'll buy it and then put it on their service. So that's something Apple does a lot. Well, they'll buy something that was already made where Netflix will go into production itself and spend $350 million for a movie that I know I'll never watch again.
I bet I'll be watching it at school again. So I know that's. But again, I don't think we're the demographics that was for this movie. But
no.
You watch a lot of movies in school. I remember when I was in school, well, it was different, because it was a projector, They had to actually get the movie. You know what it was like for me trying to take the projector home the cop movie.
Was it Auburn? Was it projector by candlelight?
That's right. That's about right.
Oh man, I was on the AV team. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Man,
but all the films we watched in school, they were at least a minimum of 10 years old. And it was some
there wasn't that new.
educational
I
documentary.
No, I remember there was something that we watched early. What was it? There was a movie that we watched in school that I couldn't believe that they actually got it for us. And I'm talking while I was in junior high. And I was just like, I couldn't believe they got their hands on it. Can't remember now. It'll hit me. It'll hit me and I'll say something.
All right. Do we want to go ahead and do our vote? Everybody chimed in. Did Spider? Did he chime in?
Yeah, he did.
I started it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I don't know, DJ. DJ, did you watch this movie?
No, not even heard of it.
Okay, but DJ, let me tell you, save 2 hours. Don't.
We haven't voted yet, so we don't know if this is a play or a pass yet.
I won't watch it anyway because it's on Netflix and I don't pay for Netflix.
Well,
on Kodi.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
It's in Kodi.
I haven't, to be honest, I haven't even opened that up for the last 2 weeks.
All right, you're off the panel. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't even have an RD anymore. I haven't renewed it.
But you got points if you really needed to jump out there, right?
I probably have got points. I haven't looked.
Yeah.
Auburn.
Yeah, neither have I, because I haven't used mine and I can't tell you how long. I know I got a lot of points out there.
Then again, I looked at it. What is it? 16 euros, and 16 euros is nothing for 6 months.
Right.
So that's how I looked at it.
Mm-hmm. So was I.
But because I haven't used it, I haven't bothered to renew it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I should, because there's a lot of new, like I say, there's a lot of new TV shows that are started back up, like FBI has all started back up, NCIS.
You know, one of them is leaving. Actually, two of them are leaving. The International and the Most Wanted are going.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's a shame. Only FBI is staying. Yeah, it's a shame.
All right. Hey, let's go ahead and get our vote, and then we can open up a panel to talk about different shows that we want to mention.
Okay.
So play or pass, this is when we vote for it. We're going to have the panel vote. So play means you would recommend this to somebody, and you're like, hey, I would be willing to watch it, or I can recommend this to somebody. Pass means, hey, I hope Netflix lets this thing burn, and I'm never watching it again. So let's see. So DJ said he didn't watch it. So Big Daddy Spider, what do you think for Electric State? Does this get a play or a pass?
I'll give it a play.
All right. AUBYN, what do you think? You love everything, so we know.
I know.
We love everything, so don't even try to mess with me.
I'm saying it. It's a pass.
Wow, that's spiteful.
It's a pass.
You know what?
It's not even Irish rap.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, buddy, but this I can't see anyone I tell to watch it. I wouldn't even stand in big screen and say everyone, yeah, you got to watch this movie.
You know what? You need to watch the preview again on this. That's what you need to do. Go watch the preview again. Then you'll want to watch it. So
you wouldn't recommend it if you'd been to the bar and come back drunk.
All right, Eddie, what do you think of this play or pass for the Electric State?
Okay, I give it a play, even though the organ was playing a piano.
Yeah. Hey, you did see? I did find a picture. It was closer up. And you saw it was an organ.
But I went back a couple of times to find out if it was a Hammond organ. That's what I wanted to know.
You guys in your music, they are paying. This panel pays attention to shit. Dub Beach, what are you thinking? A play or pass for the Electric State?
As much as I hate to do it, I have to give this the very softest of plays because I know one person who would probably like it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah, I reluctantly have to give it a play.
Okay. All right. And I give it a play because I know younger people that will watch this, and we're going to watch this at school, and I'm going to let you guys know what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know.
that and yeah, my kids can watch movies, so
Yeah.
especially when it gets closer to the end of the school year when they don't really have a lot of work left and they're just trying to fill time, and they'll watch the different that and Flow. I'm gonna let you guys know what some of my students think about
Yeah.
Flow. So on our I see a lot of people over here with the plays, a lot of soft plays over there. And so AUBYN, in our Telegram room, what do we got on that, bud?
12-3 plays. 12 plays.
Yeah, I
3
show them
three
buffering
passes.
on my side.
Um,
Nope,
What's
good to
that?
hear. Yeah, it's okay here.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's got. I see. I've got like one bar. I don't know why all of a sudden.
Hmm.
All right. There we go. Electric State squeaks off a win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It makes up for my what was it? Crow makes up for it.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No.
no,
No.
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 It is, I don't put it as I
No.
don't care what you pick the rest of this year. It ain't making up for the Crow.
Leave it alone. You guys
The
are rough.
Crow even got like a mid-season coughing, didn't it? That's
It
how
was-
bad
yeah.
it was.
It
I
was
gave
rough.
it a cough. I gave it a
Yeah.
tombstone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a tombstone waiting on it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and throw this. We open up the panel to discuss. First of all, before we go into the shows that we may want to recommend for people, fights and events happening this weekend, AUBYN.
We have UFC tomorrow night in Mexico. It's gonna start at 4 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. for the main card. Prelims at 4, main card at 7. I believe that there's also a BKFC. I can't remember if it was tonight or tomorrow night.
I think it's tonight.
Tonight? Okay. Because I know there was one yesterday, so it could be tonight. I'll be in big screen with that.
And we also have NCAA basketball this weekend.
Okay.
Going to get down to the Final Four.
Oh, we're down to the 4 already?
We will get after by
Sunday.
Sunday night.
Okay.
Sunday night, we'll know who the Final Four is. So
Is
that's going to be.
anybody you want in there or not?
Well, I hope none of my North Carolina people are watching, but I think Duke has it.
Wow.
I think Duke has it. I think
Wow.
Duke looks so good, and Flag, the freshman for Duke, is he's hard to deal with. So I think Duke has a really strong. And again, if you know how I am back home, I didn't pull for Duke many times. I mean, that was pretty rare, but
I'm shocked.
yeah, I think they're gonna have it. In my pool, I had Tennessee, but watching this, I think Duke's gonna do something. So that's this weekend. The women are playing.
Okay.
So that's happening this weekend. Can't think of anything else. So let's go ahead and open up the floor for TV shows that you guys want to recommend or suggest for people to watch that they may want to check out.
Okay.
Okay.
How many you-
I want to bitch about something.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah. Even though I quit watching it because it sucks this season, The White
Which
Lotus.
one? Oh, okay.
Okay. Here's what I
Oh
want
yeah.
to
Oh yeah.
All right. So I don't know if anybody else on the panel is watching the new season, but one of the things that drives me freaking crazy is they're in Thailand, and when they're speaking Thai, okay, in the background there are the subtitles in Thai, and then superimposed on top of the Thai subtitles are
English?
the English subtitles.
Oh man.
And I'm like, what the hell? HBO? What the ever living? I've seen telesinks that do a better job, doing it than that. But I don't understand the reasoning behind it. It makes no sense to me. That's another reason I'm not.
That's why I only believe in no burned in subtitles, and just let me just have a subtitle file, and then I'm just going to turn on the subtitle that I want, because I can't tell you how much I hate downloading something and then it's sitting there in some other language that I don't want to see, and I can't turn it off.
Well, when you watch this season of it, you're going to see it, because that's coming from straight from HBO.
Wow.
Yeah, it's coming.
Wow.
That's the way it's being broadcast. Why? I have no idea. But I'm like, seriously? Are you guys that cheap now? I know you're losing your ass money, but come on.
They see how you treat your friends. That you turn it in for them, and you can't ask no questions.
It's you download it, they're already there from the TV copy. Yeah, ain't nothing you can do to fix it.
Man.
Unless it's different when they release the Blu-ray copy when the season's over.
Yeah.
I am watching
you guys
Adolescence.
Adolescence. Yes.
Yeah, Adolescence.
Oh,
that's good. That was good.
It's funny. I talked to a lot of people about this, and they've all come back to me and said how good this show was. Even I didn't even think about it, but I have two of my friends, and I told them about it, and they said, "Is it playing in Netflix?" I said, "Yeah, it's playing in Netflix," but I didn't think it was playing in French, and they watched it in French, and they came back and they couldn't believe how good this film was.
Yeah.
Well, there's a TV miniseries.
It's a little bit disturbing now.
Yes.
Not that bad.
It makes you.
I don't think because it's like you didn't see anything, and it's you go through the whole thing. I'm not going to spoil it to anyone, but
because I'm only 2 episodes in.
See, we'll talk to me after you've watched it, and and anyone else maybe will make a discussion room and play a task about it, so we don't have to ruin this for anybody, because it wasn't ending the way I was expecting it to end.
There's a hell of a lot of talk on this series.
Yeah.
Oh, just as a FYI, guys, remember we were talking about track light?
Yeah.
Do you notice the screen is different?
Yeah, I noticed that. That's what I got.
Yeah. See, so they've converted over even when you're using. Yeah, even if you're not using, because look at this.
No, my track is still my track.
Oh, look at it. This is, you can see it's turned on. Maybe it's because I had clicked on it.
You turned it on. If you go back us to the track site, it'll bring you back us to regular track. Just go up top and type in track, and then it'll bring you back to the normal track site.
I don't know. It doesn't look track.tv.
Because that was an update they did.
There was still something at the end of that. They say, there you go.
It must have been when I had clicked it.
Mine gives me the option to turn on track light, but it's not by default.
Okay.
Do you have an account?
Yeah.
It was when we watched it the last week. All right. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. There was something else I was watching. Trying to see here.
What about the studio? Has anybody started that?
Yes.
Started yet?
Yes, I have. The first episode is but the second the first episode kind of sets up where he is at, but the second episode is funny. It's so yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching it. Definitely gonna be watching it.
And it's an Apple Plus. It's an Apple Plus.
It's an Apple TV show.
There's a show coming up on Sunday called Mobland.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's going to look good.
Mm-hmm.
New Gangs of London, is it? That's just
That's out.
That's
out.
It's come out.
The whole
Yeah.
thing is out. Does anyone
Tom
watch
Hardy
the
is in
Pit?
it.
Yeah. Does anyone watch the Pit?
So one of my coworkers
No.
watched it. He said it's pretty good.
Yeah, I really like it. And this like past week was just, completely insanity of anything I've ever seen before in a hospital. Because it's really all about a hospital, but wow.
Let me tell you a funny story about that. My niece was asking me to put it on my Plex.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I did grab it, and I check the episodes after I do it. So I turn on the first episode and I hear this song, and I'm like, "That's a great freaking song! I had never heard it before." So then I had to Google search, find it down.
Right.
So it turned me on to this song by Robert Bradley's Blackwater Surprise, a song called "Baby."
Okay.
So the next thing after you go down that rabbit hole. Next thing you know, you're downloading all the song.
Yep.
Because I'd never heard that song before, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Well, they had. I got to tell you, all of the music is actually pretty good in it that they use. I do have to give them that. Oh, that's something I forgot to.
Well, it's a doctor. I just don't do well with the hospital.
Yeah, I know. If you don't do well with hospital stuff, then it's not for you. But it's really good in my eyes.
Reacher's good. I'm still enjoying the latest
the latest
season
one
of Reacher.
Yeah, I'm waiting to watch the last episode that came out.
I finished it.
Oh yeah.
I quite enjoyed it. I don't think it's as good as previous one.
Yeah,
but it's still good. It's still good.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into it because, like you say, you haven't finished watching it yet, Dab. So
no, I'm about. I think I'm like 2 more episodes, 3 more episodes, something like that. Severance is that got canceled for next season. It's done.
Wow.
It's done. And this show is confusing as hell. I don't know. Any of you guys watch this show? This is confusing as fuck.
I couldn't. I never liked it.
I tried. I
never
tried.
I couldn't even get through the 3rd episode on season 1.
It's I mean, they try to be a lot of, and it's weird, and I understand, but I don't know. It's just I'm like, all right, I'm at the point of like, let's just finish the season. I want to get to the end, and I'm just trying to grind through it.
Handmaid's Tale is coming back.
Yeah. Final season.
In April. Is that? Oh, it's the final season.
Final season. Yeah.
So that means we can say goodbye to it.
We can say goodbye to it.
It's only going to be 6 episodes as well.
Oh, he's only 6, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, good UK story. 6 episodes finished.
Because it's is it Hulu? Is it a Hulu show?
I think so. Yeah. Well, let's see. Well, see, I'm up here, so it's confusing.
It should say right there in the middle, on the right of that. Yeah. Should say it on there.
Yeah, I want to say you're right. I thought it was Hulu.
It's right where that play thing is. It should say somewhere.
No,
there.
but that's telling me that where you watch it. But sometimes things here aren't. It is Hulu.
It is Hulu. Okay.
Right there. Yeah, because things, different countries you can.
Yeah.
So that is
Talk
coming.
about different countries. I got to tell you, I've
It's-
been. I might lose my my American card here, but I've been watching some stuff there from Canada. And some of it's actually pretty good. I gotta give it to them because I'm not hearing the and sorry,
It's
and
just not,
and
what the hell is
it's
that?
pretty good.
I don't hear the
Yeah, watch a couple episodes of Shoresy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I think
because
this
I like
kit,
the
I think
cop
that's-
dramas and stuff like
Oh, no,
that.
that's
and
Max. Yeah.
some of those are pretty good. And I'm like watching. I'm like, wow, this is actually Canada.
Yeah.
Wow, actually,
Yeah.
Canada.
It's actually Canada.
Yeah, come on home. It's pretty good up here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, how much snow you got out the window right now?
I'm looking. It's still falling.
It's still falling, right? Oh God. Nope, not
It's
me.
starting here already.
No.
I'll message you, Eddie, when it stops, so you'll know a couple hours later.
Oh,
It
yeah,
stopped for you.
before, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What about that 1923? Did anybody?
Oh
No.
my
I've
God,
missed it.
it's
second
more,
season?
it's more soap opera like than ever.
Okay.
It's one of those things
Right.
like I watch it because I'm into the story, and it's like after I finish watching it, I need to bathe and shower, scrub myself clean because I watched that crap, and I'm like, I just sit there like last week's episode. I'm like, seriously, you got? Oh my God! And I'd sit and argue at it, and I just, like I said, I get done with the episode and I just feel dirty and unclean because I watched it.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the first time we watched Rough and Rowdy. I felt the same way. The first time I watched it, I was like, I feel guilty for watching what we just watched. Because remember the little people used to be in it. Remember back in the day?
No, but remember the slap fights.
Oh,
that
dude,
was
the early ones.
The early ones when we were watching that. That was pretty brutal.
You're right. That was where I was like, I hope nobody's looking. Looking out the window. Hope nobody saw. I just watched that.
No, worse was the freaking pillow fight when
Oh, yeah.
I barely knew. Stayed up to freaking after 2 o'clock in the morning watching pillow fights, and I'm like,
True.
got done. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Watching this shit and staying up this late because I never make it to the main event on fucking UFC.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's true.
oh my God, why am I watching this shit?
Yeah, that's true. That was some crazy shit.
There was another show.
I just had a look at my tracked.
Yeah.
The last time I watched anything in the K app was November the 16th.
Jeez Louise.
What year?
Wow.
Come on back home.
Can't wait.
Come on, DJ, come on back home. Just come on back home.
2024.
Come to the Plex side. Come to the Plex side.
Yeah, but even that, like you say, what's the new thing about that? Because I could watch your stuff, AUBYN, because I should be actually still in. What's the new about? What's the deal with the new update on that?
Oh, well, we spoke of it earlier, but you'll be fine because I have a pass. Anybody who's server you're connected to who has a Plex pass, you'll be fine watching anything.
Yep. And most people that have a server are going to have Plex Pass. So
well, I've got an internal server and I don't have to use a Plex Pass for it. So,
but you don't.
You don't need it.
No,
you don't need
But what you do is not the same as.
No, I don't share it with other people. I can't share it.
Yeah.
I could share it if I had a Plex Pass, but mine's just all internally.
Yeah. Well, you could watch everything. The only issue you would have, like if you tried to watch remotely, so if like you left your house and you tried to watch something on your Plex, you would have an issue.
Yeah.
But if inside your house, you're fine. But since AUBYN has Plex Pass, and if you're able to use his Plex server, then because of him, it doesn't affect you any. You're still everything's fine. So not a major issue. Again, they haven't raised the price in 10 years, and so they're trying to make some money. They're trying to be 100% legit application, and they're hoping to be that portal for when people are looking for content. That's their first stop. Find the thing, and then it would direct you to, hey, go to Disney, go to Paramount, go to here. These are the places that you can find it. They're wanting to be that initial stop. Sorry about that. That initial stop is what they want to be.
Was that a yawn because Plex was boring you?
Yeah, I hate Plex. No. I hate it when he talks Plex.
Man.
No, I'm just playing. I actually been using it. Go ahead, Eddie.
Anybody see The Residence? I just finished it.
Residence.
This one.
We talked about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
The Residence.
The murder mystery at the White House.
Yes. He's good. I don't think it's going to be another season, though.
I just don't do well with those mysteries. Like,
then what do you do well with? Just horror?
I like horror. I like
Horror.
horror.
The
horror of it. I like the horror of it. I enjoy action comedies. I watch all of
bullets. How can you like action?
Well, but hopefully it's not, hopefully they're not being stupid. But I watch that. Trying to think comedies. We do watch. I watched Reacher. I will watch Adolescence.
Did anyone watch Deli Boys?
Yes.
I've watched the first episode.
Okay.
Spice
I'll watch
the premise sounds like it's gonna be pretty good and funny, and it kind of is, but I don't know.
But it's not. Okay.
Right.
Put it this way, I wouldn't recommend. I've watched it, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. So
Okay. I have to watch it anyhow. At least, I'll blow through it or something. Shrinking. Everyone watching Shrinking? Anyone?
Oh yeah, I watched the first season or two, and I liked it. I thought that was good.
Really
good comedy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, my shit's gone. How was my track? This has got. I must have hit something.
How's it track? What?
Look at one watcher. All these, it's like messed
one
up.
One watcher or one watched?
Watchers. So there's people, 11 people. It's all gotten messed up. It's somehow I've got to.
It's your internet.
Hit F5.
You got a filter turned on or something.
Yeah, there's some turn, but that's all right. We got to. We're at a quarter after, anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, can I ask you a question?
Okay, I guess so. It always makes me nervous when people start a question. Like, can I ask you a question? I always feel like, okay, is it gonna hurt? All right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Where did you get your shirt?
Oh, this one of my Kodi shirts.
No, the other one, the one you got on top.
Oh, hey,
the flannel shirt
is because I live up in the Great White North. So I never owned a flannel shirt.
Okay.
And now I've
okay, well, look, we're brothers.
Flannel.
Yeah, see? When you're up here, this is casual. Yeah. I mean, when you wear your flannel like this, it's casual.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to go out, say you're going to go get something to eat.
Yeah, then you
button it up. Button this up here. You tuck it in.
Now you're Canadian.
Now you're going out. You're like you can go into a real restaurant now. The outfits here, they serve two purposes: casual or dress up, wearing the same thing. Just saying.
Oh man.
I will say, hey, before we go, don't watch Monkey. Don't watch the Monkey. Don't watch the Monkey. Don't watch the Monkey.
Okay.
So
That
Fuck the
kept looking
monkey.
bad. It's like it kept running me the what was that that commercial for the insurance thing there with that had the caveman.
oh yeah.
Geico.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Geico guy. That's what it reminded me of every time I
It's
saw the
terrible.
preview.
It is terrible. I mean, it's not scary. It's not. I mean, I guess it's kind of gory. I guess
Is it
that's
gory? I thought it was a comedy.
no. Well, I
No?
mean, I don't know. It's like people get their heads shot off, and it's like
right up my alley. Okay.
it's yeah. Maybe
Well,
you'll like it.
okay.
I think it's stupid. It is.
Put it this way, then Alvin would probably like it.
What was it rated?
Oh, here we go.
No, hey, if it's
62%.
3.2, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, that right about your. I'm telling you, this is.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Don't watch it on a night.
Well, put it this way. Guess what's going to be on the wheel next week for Alvin?
No, I got a couple others I want to put up there.
Is it rated higher than Space Sharks?
Oh God, you guys don't know what we have to put up with sometimes when we're in this room.
Man.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, let's go ahead and we gotta start rolling it because we're getting later and later. DJ, I'll let you start with this. Anything you want to say before we head out of here?
Thanks for having me on, and everybody take care and look after yourself.
Awesome, thank you, bud. Big Daddy Spider, what are you thinking? Anything you gotta say before we go?
This has been a blast, and hopefully I'll get to be a regular on here. And everybody, get you an Oculus, and you can have more fun with this group than just what we see here on Friday nights.
Yeah, but you got to remember, I'm UK bound. So, so it's like you say, it'll be early hours in the morning if I go on Oculus.
Oh, Andrew's in there sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Well, again, what?
Oh,
You there?
You muted him.
Your mic. You touched the mic.
So I touched my mic.
Yeah.
So DJ, you're not going to work in the morning. You could stay up at night and just sleep in your day.
Hey, those days are gone. Those days are gone. Like you say, I used to be up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, UK time, which would be sort of like 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock your end. And those days are gone. It's like you say, I'm late now. Normally, normally around about 10:30 UK time, 11 o'clock, I'll be in bed.
Wow.
That's very good though. But hey, hopefully if you ever get an Oculus, I'm telling you, you can join us. Eddie, anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, put my shirt back in the closet.
I'm gonna hang it back up.
Okay. Yeah, good show, man. Good show.
Beach.
I one of those. Why the hell Big Daddy would want to hope to become a regular on this show? Take up bingo, knitting, do laundry, do car on Fridays. I mean, it's bad enough Alvin and I are freaking chained to this shit show.
You'd love it. You'd love it. This, you know what? You're gonna have a good retirement. I'm putting money in your 401k.
Oh my God.
It's my 401a.
You'll miss it when you're not able to be on because you're back and forth and moving, and then you're gonna be like, you know what, I miss it.
I'll be smart ass in the side chat just like I always was.
Yeah.
That's true. So, Aubyn, anything you want to say, brother, before we go?
Thanks for everyone coming out. We'll see you next week. Thursday, I'll be in big screen with the new movie. We'll be in big screen tonight, catching whatever's on, or watching another movie. Maybe I'd like to watch another movie also tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna watch The Bad Monkey.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't put people subject to that unless if I opened up the room to the world.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Make sure it's a night I'm not in there because I'm telling
Yeah.
you, once was enough.
Yeah. And thanks everyone. We'll see you next week.
All right. Thanks again to everyone on the panel. It's an honor to have my friends jump on here and us have a good time. Thanks again for the people that hung with us live. We still got 37 people hanging with us.
Yeah.
So much love to all you guys in there watching us live, spending a Friday evening with us. And as always, like, share, subscribe. See, that's why I'm never going to be a big tuber because I can't ever say all that shit.
Like, share, subscribe.
Hey,
What's so hard about that?
I don't know. I keep telling you.
You don't want to be a big YouTuber, though, do you?
No, I've been doing this forever, and I'm still not a big tuber, and I don't care.
No.
Like me.
Better off like this.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah,
I'm a YouTuber, but
yeah.
I don't want to be a big YouTuber.
No, I don't need that. Hey,
can we say thoughts on going out to Roger, right?
Thoughts out to Roger. Also want to throw out some thoughts and prayers out to Seaman.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Big thoughts and prayers out for him.
Yeah. So just we got a lot of people in the community. We need to be thinking about them because they're important in just feeling under the weather. So we're just gonna thoughts and prayers out to all those folks. I just wanted to, hey, XC-Tex, hit me up. Blue would love to chat with you, and if you have an Oculus, you can jump in on with us in our Oculus rooms and catch up. It's great to, again, been a while back since I've seen him. And hey, streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. Thanks, you guys, and we'll see you on the next.
Curtain falling on the screen. Hope you laughed and learned a bit. Had some fun and skipped routine. Time to close this crazy shit. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time to say goodbye. Through the streams and download set. But now it's time for us to fly. Information, picked up tips and tricks to enjoy. But now we leave this online station. It's time to pack up every toy. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time for us to fly. Through the streams and download set, you can kiss my ass goodbye.
Hey.